loved Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. He gave great speeches and his leadership inspired and galvanized the people. But by the end of his life, he seemed to have realized that he had integrated his people into a burning house. It was like we left our businesses behind and our power got scattered. It became apparent that our main goal should have been economics. Back in the day, we had our own. Our dollars stayed with us and our communities thrived. It's time for us to move past our trauma as a people, favor each other and commit to the staunch support of our businesses. Well, it's time for us to rebuild. iShop.Black is an opportunity for us to renew the spirit of Black Wall Street now, when we began to pool our nearly $2 trillion buying power on this platform. It's time to unify and again began to circulate our dollars among our own at iShop.Black. Join us at iShop.Black. Let's make every dollar count when we buy and sell with our own. Come set up your online store with us. Let's build our future together. For a limited time, only take advantage of 25% off on all subscriptions on iShop.Black. You can have your store up and running for our lowest price ever, around $26 per month. Offer expires September 30th, 2024. Scan the QR code below.
Join us for our tech podcast on Sundays at noon.
Hello everyone, join us on an exciting journey with Explore the World Cameroon. London and Sydney go take you explore Cameroon, the heart of Africa. Experience the vibrant culture, nature, and traditions from Yaoundé market to rainforest adventures. Every page na new discovery. Join the Cameroonian food, music, and wildlife with our explorers. This book na true celebration of Cameroon spirit. Get your copy now. Available on Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and through your library and bookstores via Ingram's Park. Don't miss this adventure.
Finding the right real estate professional can be challenging. I'm broker Melissa Wilson. I'm knowledgeable in all aspects of the real estate process. So whether you're looking to buy new or an existing home or have a commercial need, I'm here to help.
Make sure you pick up my two books that's in Amazon right now. The first one is Passive-Aggressive Racism and the System of White Supremacy. And I talk about in that particular book how the system of white supremacy really runs on our daily lives here in America. In our latest book, 7 Steps to Decolonize the Mind, we go through those steps to try to deprogram you from the system of white supremacy. Make sure you can pick up those books on Amazon.com.
Introducing the African Diaspora News Channel app, your gateway to stories that's overlooked by the corporate mainstream media.
At African Diaspora News Channel, we cover stories that don't receive mainstream attention, and we serve as the voice to the global Black community. We are committed to informing and educating through the power of media, connecting the African diaspora one story at a time.
With our platform, we're helping to end injustice by exposing it.
Join us in standing for excellence in journalism and serving our community. Download the African Diaspora News app today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here. We are here. It is September 11th, and anybody know about September 11th? I remember that day very well. Back September 11th, 2001, right? I was actually riding a towboat at the time. I was actually a deckhand on the towboat on September 11th, 2001. and I was working to try to get my tankerman's ticket at that time period. And I remember when I went in the galley and I saw the planes hit the building, I said, whoa, I said, I never seen it. I said, oh, that's my God. Then when I seen the second plane hit, I said, man, what is this? 2 of them? Yeah, September 11th was crazy. It really was. I'll never forget that day. So, to all the families, who lost their loved ones on September 11th, any the, firefighters, any law enforcement, just any good Samaritans that was trying to help others, back in September 11th, definitely may, they rest in peace. But the years trucking along very fast. And my little 10-year-old was telling me today, like, Daddy, he said, boy, these days are passing by so fast. And I was like, yeah, it is. It's crazy, right? It's like 2024 just zoom like this, right? It's like, we just remember it was New Year's. And now we almost halfway in September. Y'all, it's about to be Thanksgiving and Christmas before you know it. All over again, right? So shout out to all of y'all. Shout out to all of y'all. I'm glad y'all joined us at our regular time tonight. Yes, we're going to get into talking about some of the debate, some things with that. Some things I just want to point out, but it's probably going to be multiple streams. I'm going to have to talk about this. I can't do it all in one. It's just not going to work. But some things that kind of came out that I wanted to home in on a little bit more than others. Just, real quick, definitely, thank everyone who's downloaded the African Diaspora News Channel app in the Google Play and Apple App Store. Today I was having a conversation with, the sister and her company that helps us with all of that, the IT work. If there's any issues or technical difficulties, make sure to go to, the website, leave, something there, and we'll make sure that it gets to them and they will handle that for you. Remember, the app is, how we definitely can support the show. So we have it at $9.99 for a monthly. And the reason why we have it at that is because it's $9.99 is not a whole lot. We don't want to try to do the advertiser thing because advertisers control you. Okay. They'll tell you, hey, you got to talk about this, or in order for you to have our advertising, you can't say this, you can't say that. So I never want to be like these platforms that's kind of make their rules around what the advertisers say. Because once you get so dependent on those advertisers, you can't take them to pull their money back. So subscription based, no different than any other place. It's best that we just do it that way. That way we ain't worry about the control aspect of it, right? So definitely shout out to everybody who took advantage of the back to school special, back to school promo. We'll have another promo, the next year. That was a once in a lifetime thing. Well, not lifetime, at least once a year we do that kind of promo. So if you're looking into it, but you can support us monthly, $9.99. And it's just supporting, the platform. Because these platforms do different things, right? Certain things we can't say. They mess with the finance. Trust me, they mess with your views. You deal with your accounts. It's some of the things that you deal with versus you have your own place. At least if anything will go down, you got a place to speak, right? So shout out to everybody who support the platform. Also, if you're going with us to Ethiopia, definitely, appreciate you for doing that. Just make sure you keep up with your payments. I just give a reminder of that because, I was told that some people haven't, been keeping up with that. So I just want to be a reminder. All right. So tonight, we will be talking about Vice President Kamala Harris and former President Donald Trump. How the debate didn't really change the minds of a lot of people. Now I'm looking at, we put up in the chat a poll. Okay. We put up a poll, and on this poll, it just asks, who won the presidential debate last night. Now I'm not looking at my other screen over here. It has Vice President Kamala Harris, Donald Trump, or neither. And some 50% say it's Donald Trump. I was kind of, okay. 17% say Vice President Kamala Harris, and 33% say neither one of them. Neither one. And then that's out of, at least right now, 465 votes. Maybe I'll check this a little later on, and we'll get, definitely into it. So tonight, for sure, we're going to go on and get into this and some things I want to point out. Now, my wife called out called out the debate while we was watching it last night about how they were dogpiling on Trump. And at first I was just watching and listening to Kamala and Trump to pay attention to that. But she was the first one to say, you notice that guy? He's talking about the David Muir guy. He said, look what he keep doing every time Trump say something. Then watch with Kamala. Just watch. Notice he asks her a question and he don't ask her nothing. He don't fact check her. He don't do nothing. He said, look what they keep doing to Trump. And I'm like, oh shoot. I said, they're actually dogpiling Trump tonight. It's like 3 versus 1. I was like, oh man. And then the other funny part is, which we get to devotion here in a second, but the Shields got mad at me today, y'all. Oh, the Shields got mad at me. Let me tell you why the Shields got mad at me. I posted like a little picture that was put out by another, website that just said Lindsey Davis, she's an AKA. And I don't think I typed y'all was interested. That's it. That's all I typed was interested. I didn't lay no opinion. I just said, that's interesting. That's interesting, right? The boule is everywhere. I didn't even say that. I just say interesting. Boy, they came unglued when I just said interesting. And I think it was another post that Sister Demetra posted on her X account. They came unglued with Sister Demetra, but they always come unglued with Sister Demetra on X. I don't know what it is, but they come unglued with her. Shout out to Sister Demetra. But anyway, let's go ahead on and get our brother Al Sharpton in here, and then we about to definitely get into it. So let's go with Al.
I have the courage to denounce the black bigot. I think Roy Ennis is no good, and I denounce him. That's a lot of crap. Now, brother, you have your time. That's a lot of crap. Brother, hell no. Hell no.
Count indictment in Manhattan that accuses him of diverting hundreds of thousands of dollars to his personal use after using fraud, grand larceny, and false business records to solicit funds from such diverse contributors as Don King, the boxing promoter, and Don Trump, the billionaire. Sharpton will be arraigned on state income tax charges later in Albany. In Manhattan Supreme Court, Reverend Sharpton was formally accused of taking in more than $250,000 for his national youth movement. The money allegedly was donated over a 3-year period to support youth programs, but State Attorney General Robert Abrams says lots of that cash went into Al Sharpton's pockets. All the charges. They say he stole money. Same charges that Dr. King had. Same charges gone. Where's all of the mob money? Where's the tickets go? This is disappointing. I thought they could do better. What about not filing for taxes? What about it? Black people don't owe no taxes. We ain't got no rights. They like my hair.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. That was the Reverend Al Sharpton back when he was cool, man. Bring that Al back. All right. Class is in session. Or did I hit the bell? My bell not working tonight? What's wrong with my bell? Oh, no. Nothing working? Hold on. Oh, I got a problem tonight. Okay. Well, I can't press none of my buttons tonight. I don't know what it is. So I have to work on that next time. Well, class in session. And real quick, so we can just jump on this fast. We're not going to take all day. We're not going to take much of your time because we want to get into this ASAP. Where we at? All right. Make sure you go to vote.gov, register to participate in the election. Democrat Shields, I'm talking to you too. It's okay. You can register to vote too if maybe you're paid to, and that's fine. But vote.gov, that's always very important. And also travel.state.gov. Make sure that you go there if you want to get your U.S. passport so you can travel the world. Travel.state.gov. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So last night we saw the debate. I made sure to get off of here early, so all of you had a chance to get off of here and go check out the debate. I actually had my popcorn ready to go, and when I had my popcorn definitely ready to go, I sat in there and I was watching the debate, and it was some moments I was laughing out loud, and some moments I was shaking my head. But the first thing that I noticed about the debate, I noticed Kamala, Vice President Kamala Harris. And I noticed she was kind of, she walked out there like with a different kind of tone, different kind of energy. I say, man, okay. Huh. She went over there, shook Donald Trump's hand. I said, all right. And she was extremely confident. And I'm like, man, I said, I've never seen her this confident before. I said, okay, well, maybe she studied. Maybe she got whatever she got going on. This at the beginning when I was just watching it, right? But then as I'm watching the debate, and of course, she had a strategy to try to get underneath his skin, which she did. She got underneath Trump's skin, and he fell for it. He sure did. And that was like the dumbest thing ever, to fall for somebody trying to get underneath your skin, right? He fell for that. But I was thinking, the lady we saw last night, that wasn't the lady in the CNN interview. So if that's Vice President Kamala Harris we saw last night, why was she ducking the media all this time? Why was she bumbling and saying incoherent things during the CNN interview? Like, that didn't even make sense. Like, y'all, that lady we saw last night is not the lady that's been talking about a friend in need, a friend indeed. That's not the lady that don't want to talk to the media. That's not the same lady that was in front of Lester Holt that couldn't even do an interview with him. Like, who's that lady last night? Now, it's some things that kind of people been saying. I'm just saying what people are saying. I'm not saying it is fact, but some things are fact. One thing people are saying is that the head of ABC, they real cool with Kamala. Matter of fact, that person that's the head of ABC introduced Doug and Kamala. So they got a working relationship. They cool. Kamala insisted it be on ABC. And we saw last night, it wasn't Trump versus Kamala. It was Trump versus the moderators last night. That's what we saw. It was 3 against 1. And like I said earlier, my wife was the first one that pointed that out. And the first thing she said, that dude is like a hardcore Democrat or something? And I say, what you mean? He said, pay attention. Look, every time Trump say something, look, listen. And I mean, he's railing on Trump. She say something, he said, okay. And he moves on. Lindsey Davis, same one, AKA, she a Sorrow, right? Ski Wee. Nobody was pressing Kamala, but everybody was pressing Trump. Then some people are saying that maybe they fed her the debate questions. Well, that's not the first time that's happened. You remember in 2016 with Boule Martin and them and Donna Brazile and all them, they fed questions to Hillary Clinton. That's not the first time they've been fed questions, because she came out a little too, she was walking out here with too much bravado. I said, that's not how that lady be moving. Where'd that come from all of a sudden? And then she had an answer for everything too. It's like nothing, like kind of like, oh shoot, they kind of caught me on something. You notice that? Yeah. Look, I'm not saying she was good. Then, like you said, she just kept, her whole time she kept staring at Trump. And Trump wasn't looking at her. He just kept looking at the moderator, but she just kept on looking at him. I'm like, is that a strategy? They told her to just stare at Trump the whole time? To get underneath his skin to stare at him? I was trying to figure that out. Now it's also, I can't confirm it, but it's also, some things are being said that her earring that she had on was a Nova earpiece. This is what people are saying. I can't confirm it. But people are saying that was an earpiece and somebody was feeding her the answers. The way these people move, I'm not saying that's what it is. I'm just saying what people are saying. I just know that was a different lady. She was way too confident. She had an answer for everything, even though she really didn't say nothing. She had an answer for everything when she never have an answer for nothing. So let's see. Okay, now this is the Kamala we're getting. Okay. Well, she should be ready to do interviews, no matter what place. She's so confident, talking about she's confident now, she wants to do another debate. Okay. If I was Trump, I'll do the debate on Fox News. Because I will say this, CNN didn't do that, what happened last night. CNN didn't do that. And if she refused to debate on Fox News at this point, I wouldn't debate her. I say, because, hey, I did CNN for y'all. I did ABC, even though I knew ABC had a problem with me. Now let's go to Fox News. Let's go into over there where somebody actually gonna push back on you. Because everywhere they've done the debates have been friendlies to the Democrat Party. Now, Trump in my opinion, he made a lot of mistakes that he should have, I couldn't have debated her because it'd have been too easy to home in on just all that Trump had to do is focus on what's happening right now. He did good with foreign policy. I give him that. Foreign policy. Okay, you mentioned immigration. Yes, we know about, and we're going to talk about the main thing that came out tonight. I just think he kept focusing too much on the crowd size. Yes, he talked about people paying him to go to her rallies, all that, but he shouldn't even went there, right? Kamala Harris didn't answer even if she had a chance, didn't confirm her identity to nobody. You know, she's playing that game. Don't say black, don't say nothing. Black people were not addressed, or nothing about our issues were addressed in that debate by both sides completely. If Vice President Kamala Harris, if she was this way the whole time she's been in office, she'd probably be in a better position and not be so neck and neck with Trump. But Trump also made a big mistake. Let me tell you the mistake Trump made last night. So when they got to the topic of abortion and she started going on this, a woman's body and it's her right to choose and this and that and the third, Trump missed the complete alley-oop. He missed it where he could have shut her down when she's talking about giving a woman her right to choose her body, not the government. Do you know where he messed up at? And I'm like, oh, Trump, come on, bro. You messed up. Trump messed up because when she started going on that tangent about the government not controlling your body and this and that and the third, he should have turned around in his rebuttal and say, okay, you believe the government should be controlling a woman's body? Fine. Why did you and Biden set up here and put mandates on Americans' bodies and told them if they did not do something that you said with their bodies, they'll lose their jobs, and people had to leave the military because of what you said, ma'am. So you don't believe in a person controlling their body. You don't. Why did you do that? That's what he should have said. He should have went to the mandates. God, Trump, how you messed that up? I would have hit her so hard on the mandates because he didn't do no mandates. All that my body, my choice, I would have ate her lunch on the mandates. Oh, I would have ate her lunch on mandates. Come on, Trump. Trump, somebody needs to, hey, get this message to Trump. If you debate her again, use the mandates. Her and Biden about the mandates. They did that. That was not letting a person choose their body and their choice. That was the government choosing something for them. You were telling people they couldn't fly. You were telling people they couldn't go certain places. You were telling them all kind of things with these mandates. That was the Biden-Harris administration. Did y'all forget that? Come on, Trump, man. You messed that one up, bruh. Man, I would have had her so quiet and bumbling about them mandates. And if that moderator, we're not talking about that. I said, yeah, I'm talking about it. She said the government needs to get out of a woman's right to choose for her body, and I agree with that. And why did she do it then? Why did she do that to women and men? Yeah, that's it. That's the main thing. That was it. And then every time she mentioned that, I would have made a whole ad by now. I would have made a campaign ad focusing on those mandates and what she saying about people's body and what they did to people's body against their own will and making people lose their jobs, military careers, and everything else. Because she do not believe in you having true freedom, because that's her mantra, freedom. That wasn't freedom. That was authoritarianism. And that's why, but see, he's walking around here calling her Comrade Kamala, but Trump missed the ultimate way to lay that kind of mantle on her. She believes in that. Trump, he messed up. He should have been hammering home a lot more about the economy and the groceries. He should have been hammering a lot more about the gas prices. If he was stuck to the economy, immigration, and even when you mention immigration, you go right back to the economy the whole time. And even if he mentioned in crime, and she's sitting up here saying, oh, well, crime, you a felon, and this and that and the third. And you say, you know what? Yeah, all the cases you put on me, lawfare. I say, but okay, fine. But look all the felons you let in this country the past 3.5 years. You got complete felons. You say you let people in this country. Say, look, what about the young lady Laken Riley? That's your fault because you let those immigrants in this country. You did it, and that young lady lost her life. What about the other people that's losing their life every day? What about the police officer that got shot by a gang member that's Venezuelan? That's your fault. Every death that happened in this country that came from the people that you let in, ma'am, that's on your feet. And then I would turn to the camera and say, do you want more death and destruction? Go ahead and vote for her. That's what she did. See, that's how I would have did it. Like, I was getting frustrated. Like, Trump, bro, you missing it. And trust me, the first time he would have laid into her about that, she would have got shook. It don't matter what debate questions she knew. She would have been shook right then and there. And once I would have seen her shook, I was like, oh, now I'm going in. Now I am going in, and everything that happens in this country is her fault. It's her fault. Yep. See, when I was in office, that wasn't happening. But look what happened when she got in office. So she can't protect you. You say you call me a criminal, but you sitting up here letting in people that's true criminals. They say I didn't hurt nobody. They say I didn't. I say, what's my cases? Think about it. What's my cases? It's not no cases that I hurt somebody. You letting in people who've hurt people. You letting in horrible people in this country, and you just letting them in. You're not even vetting these people. You doing it. Man, come on, Trump. Then, if you talk about the migrant crisis, have all your numbers. And so talk about how all the money being drained from the cities, and it's her fault, while the economy messed up because all the tax dollars being drained because of her and Biden's policies. I'm just saying, it's too easy to really throw that on her, and that would be factual. You don't have to lie. You don't have to call her name. You don't have to do any of that. She can bait you, but baiting me and me throwing the truth at you is two different things. And these are things that people can go type up and say, oh, shoot, that is true, man. So Trump missed a lot of, I think Trump, He got some zingers in, and she did some comebacks to him too. Don't get me wrong, she did. She did a lot better than what I thought she would have been, considering, even though I think she got help, one way or another. But she did a lot better. But Trump should have literally had that debate done in 15 minutes. Even with them moderators over there, he should have had that done. But so Trump, if you have another debate, man, you need to pay a consultation fee, and I can help you out with that debate because that's too easy, bro. That's way too easy. Now, Trump was quote unquote fact checked every single time, but she wasn't. So we're gonna do a little fact checking ourselves tonight. Just a little fact checking, right? All right. So, yeah, there you go. Cynthia, 100% right. The women's right for sports and privacy in restrooms. Yes. What about those women's body and their choices, right? Man, Cynthia's right. Like, Trump has so much he could have went on, and he, but let's look at something real quick. And then we gonna let me get to my other screen here. So when that's over, boom. All right, y'all check this out real quick. Just check this out. Give me a second. Where we at?
Well, first of all, I absolutely support, and over the last 4 years as vice president, private health care options. But what we need to do is maintain and grow the Affordable Care Act. But I'll get to that, Lindsay. I just need to respond to a previous point that the former president has made. I've made very clear my position on fracking. And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walz and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. We want to ban
assault weapons, and they want to ban books.
We need an assault weapons ban. These are reasonable things to do. We need an assault weapons ban. Let us finally pass an assault weapons ban. We need an assault weapons ban. I do believe that we need to do buyback. I'm prepared to take executive action and put in place a ban on the importation of assault weapons into our country. Well, there are approximately 5 million, to your point, Craig. We have to have a buyback program, and I support a mandatory buyback program. I support buybacks.
How mandatory is your gun buyback program?
It's mandatory.
And together, when we win in November, we are finally going to pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban. We'll finally pass red flag laws, universal background checks, and an assault weapons ban. We'll finally pass universal background checks, red flag laws, and an assault weapons ban.
Okay, all right. So let me finish this off with this right here. We're going back to her website. Now, let's look at this section right here. That's where we're going to start. As president, she won't stop fighting so that Americans can have the freedom to live safe from gun violence in our schools, communities, and places of worship. She'll ban assault weapons or high-capacity magazines, require universal background checks, and support red flag laws that keep guns out of the hands of dangerous people. She'll also continue to invest in funding law enforcement, including the hiring and training of officers and people to support them, and will build upon proven gun violence prevention programs that have helped reduce violent crime throughout the country. So, yes, she will ban some guns. Yes, she will. And that's what they're talking about. Assault weapons, whatever, high-capacity magazines, don't matter. The charge was you was going to take some guns away, and you said it was a lie. But yet, where was David Muir? That's his name. Where was David Muir to come around and tell her that? Say, well, ma'am, you said on your website that you're going to ban this. And then at that point, you give her a chance to respond. He didn't see. That's what he was talking about. If that was Trump, he would have been all on Trump's case about that. But when it came to her, leave her alone. And you say also when she brought up the Central Park 5 ad and denying leasing to a black family, why he didn't bring up the black men she locked up as DA and AG. Exactly, because Tulsi Gabbard did that to her. You know, because if you told me and say, look, yeah, I took out an ad back in the day. All the evidence at the time was saying that it was pointing to them. And I took out an ad because I thought it was bad. It said, now in the end, it came out. They was innocent. Like I say, it's not like it was intentionally done. I just thought, hey, I was horrible. I just wanted to lend my hand. I was a private citizen. I put up an ad. I was not the DA. I was not the judge. I wasn't nobody at the time. I was the mayor. I wasn't anybody. I was a businessman, private citizen in New York. I just made a little bit more money than anybody else. So I put up the ad. And hopefully it can get it, you know, get them, help do something. That's it. You know? So I wouldn't run away from that. And yeah, I would have thrown up her record. And see, when she was calling him disgusting and all that stuff, disgraceful, I'm like, why didn't you bring up Willie Brown? I would have did it. If you would have called me disgraceful, I'm like, now I know you're not talking. I say, when you was up here with Willie Brown and Willie Brown was married and you was laying up with Willie Brown being a married man. Now, if anybody is want to talk about something disgusting or disgraceful, don't you think that's kind of disgraceful? But you're the champion of women? See, I would have said that to her. Like, I would have hit her with Willie Brown. Because if you trying to get into my skin, then I'm going to go low and hit you and get into your skin and let you get rattled too. Because the point of me, if I'm going to debate you, I keep it at a higher level. But the moment you start going low with me, I'm going to go lower. And then probably won't stay lower, but I want to get you enough to get you, like, leave me alone, or else this is going to get worse. So please, this is going to get into a roast battle at that point, right? He didn't do that. Like, so whoever was debate prepping him or whatever, bruh, y'all got to let Trump cook. And it don't matter. People expect him to cook anyway. Let him be him. Let him be him. So, yeah, what you know, Eric, that's that it's okay for thee, but not for me. That sort of thing. Yeah, it was the Democrats in New York that locked up those brothers in the Puerto Rican young man at the time. It was Democrats. It was Democrats running around with this tough on crime stuff and just want to lock up black people. It was Democrats. Black people have had when you hear them talking about the NYPD and all the stuff the NYPD has done to black people from back in the Gap to now, that's Democrats. That's not a Republican state. New York is a blue stronghold. I know outside of New York City, they got certain pockets that's got Republicans for sure. But New York City is a Democrat stronghold. It's Democrat. If Trump debate her again, he got to do better than that. He got to bring up the mandates. He got to have a retort for the Central Park 5. He got to have a retort about his cases. He got to have a retort on everything. Everything. He got to have something, man. But I don't know if he took it serious enough. But he needs to do another debate. But I would do it on Fox. All right, so let's get to the main thing. The main thing everybody talking about. The main thing. It's even a sound on TikTok right now about the dogs and the cats. So let's get into that. We got a little things to talk about tonight. And we'll get into the cat aspect. We will correct that too. Let's go.
President Trump, on that point, I want to get your response.
Well, I would like to respond.
Let me just ask, though, why did you try to kill that bill, and successfully so? That would have put thousands of additional agents and officers on the border.
First, let me respond as to the
Please.
rallies. She said people start leaving. People don't go to her rallies. There's no reason to go. And the people that do go, she's bussing them in and paying them to be there, and then showing them in a different light. So she can't talk about that. People don't leave my rallies. We have the biggest rallies, the most incredible rallies in the history of politics. That's because people want to take their country back. Our country is being lost. We're a failing nation. And it happened 3.5 years ago. And what's going on here, you're going to end up in World War III, just to go into another subject. What they have done to our country by allowing these millions and millions of people to come into our country, and look at what's happening to the towns all over the United States. And a lot of towns don't want to talk. It's not going to be Aurora or Springfield. A lot of towns don't want to talk about it because they're so embarrassed by it. In Springfield, they're eating the dogs, the people that came in. They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets of the people that live there. And this is what's happening in our country, and it's a shame. As far as the rallies are concerned, as far as the reason they go is they like what I say. They want to bring our country back. They want to make America great again. It's a very simple phrase, make America great again. She's destroying this country, and if she becomes president, this country doesn't have a chance of success. Not only success, we'll end up being Venezuela on steroids.
I just want to clarify here. You bring up Springfield, Ohio, and ABC News did reach out to the city manager there. He told us there have been no credible reports of specific claims of pets being harmed, injured, or abused by individuals within the immigrant community.
Well, I've seen people on television.
Let me just say here, this is the
people on television say my dog was taken and used for food. So maybe he said that, and maybe that's a good thing to say for a city manager.
I'm not taking this from television.
But the people
I'm
on
taking it from
television
the city
saying their
manager.
dog was eaten by the people that went there.
Again, the Springfield city manager says there's no evidence of that. Vice President Harris,
out.
I'll let you respond.
Who's getting paid from it? I honestly feel like someone's getting paid from it in the background. You got a bunch of people on a bus getting dropped off at a gas station to come down here. I know a single mom that FaceTimed me this morning at the welfare office that really need something. And it's nothing but immigrants over there. They're in the park grabbing up ducks by their neck and cutting their head off and walking off with them and eating them like.
No respect for our people, our land, or our life's work. People living their life here the way they did in Haiti. Angry, stealing, polluting, living in filth, opening containers in our grocery stores, helping themselves to what's inside and throwing the rest onto the shelves and floors. Pulling off of the highway to publicly clean and gut the roadkill lying there in front of anyone that passes by. Stealing animals from farmers and leaving their severed heads at the side of an old school where children play. relieving themselves in public, making some barbaric stew out of the birds that live in our park. This is insanity, and it has to stop.
On communications.
Yes, ma'am. I got a question. This is a non-emergency line, correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I'm sitting here. I'm riding on the trail going to my orientation for my job today, and I see a group of Haitian people. There was about 4 of them. They all had geese in their hand. They got away. I couldn't make out the first 3 of the license plate, but I got the numbers. The last numbers was 9898, and it was a gray Toyota Tacoma they took off on. There was about 4 of them. There was 2 men, 2 women. I couldn't tell the age because I'm in a hurry going to this orientation, so I don't be late.
What direction did they go?
They went up towards the middle of towards downtown.
Okay, and what path are you on?
Right now, hold on just a second. I'm coming to the intersection of. Give me a second here. It says Water and Warder Street.
Water and Warder. Is that the area you saw them?
Yes. It was about 2 minutes back behind me. I was trying to get my phone out and trying to make it to this orientation on time. I'm time crunching here. And I saw that. I'm like, yeah, this has got to be reported.
So how many geese did they have?
They each had 1. Now, the Toyota Tacoma did look like a newer model.
And what's your name, sir?
My name is... It's hot out here today.
I'm sorry, what's your last name again? Your phone number is...
All right. So it's now let's talk about the cat story. Let's get to that. Now, Trump was completely wrong about the particular cat story. Hold on. Let's see. Why did it crash? Okay. Give me a second. I had my thing crash here. Just give me a second. All right. It was on my tablet. So I'm gonna give you. Let me just click this on the screen here. And I'm gonna give you the backstory to this story here. Where is it? Okay. So the cat story is about this woman here from Canton, Ohio. This woman was 27 years old, and she was known in the neighborhood. She's not Haitian, not at all. She's not a Haitian immigrant. People known her. She's had a lot of problems. She was on drugs, and they saw her out there taking the life of the cat and actually eating the cat. Okay. And it was on police body cam and all that sort of thing. I'm not going to show it. So I'm just letting you know Trump was wrong on that. Haitians had nothing to do with that particular story. I mean, y'all can go watch the body cam footage on your own about that situation, but he was completely wrong. But what the other lady said about the relieving themselves in public, now that is something that go on for sure in the continent of Africa, because it's well known. And unfortunately, I've seen it. They do that in the Caribbean too. They just go out, these guys go out here wherever they at, whip out their stuff and just start urinating anywhere in public. And I never understood, like, why is that okay? Why do you think urinating in public is okay? Like, why? I mean, that is not one clean. You're not a dog. It's not civilized. So when you bring all these different cultures to America, they don't leave their cultures in their homeland. They bring it with them. So them go and get the geese and anything else they got going on with the animals, that's the stuff they was already doing in their homeland. And you brought everybody here. Listen, we have a culture here in America. And that culture of America, people need to get into that particular culture. Yes, you can be different, communities or whatever, but we do have an American culture that's here. And one culture is we don't go and grab geese and harm those animals and take those animal lives to go eat them. We don't do that here. Okay? That's why we got them running around. Everybody say, oh, look, the little ducks and all geese. Oh, look at this, cool. All the kids like looking at them. People like feeding them, right? Nobody even think I'm looking at that as dinner. Nobody does that. Shoot, go to the store and you can go buy that at the store or something. You ain't got to go out there messing them animals. Leave them animals alone. But Kamala and the Democrats would say, oh, the city manager, because he had that David Muir, you might well say he's a Democrat operative. Oh, the city manager says this and that and the third. But yet all these people reporting it at the city council meeting. I mean, the woman said the roadkill too. Like, man, what y'all got going on in Springfield? And then that's the thing. You don't know what's going on with these animals that's out here or whatever. They in the wild. You could start some sort of pandemic messing with wild animals. These animals wasn't raised to be put in the grocery store. These are animals in the wild. But, if you want 4 more years of some of this stuff y'all already hearing, listen, it's just getting started. Because in New York, just saw some people say about New York City, they're going to evict 40,000 migrants. They're going to evict 40,000 of them. So now you're going to put 40,000 of them on the street after you'd been giving them everything? You're going to put them on the street? Yeah, that's going to end well. That's going to end very well. But now, for me, that debate didn't change nothing because I haven't forgot, and my memory is very intact. I don't drink. I don't smoke nothing. I don't use no illegal drug or none of that. What happened in California and what the Democrats did in California, I don't care if Vice President Kamala Harris trying to act like a fake sister girl, because she never say she black. Because one thing I know about a black woman, she would definitely tell you she's a black woman. Definitely will have no problem telling you she's a black woman. That one over there, we'll cover it. That one over there refused to say she's a black woman. Refuse. And that's okay. That's okay. But the more she refused, the more she dodged the question, it makes the Shields look bad. Because if she's not saying she's a black woman, then why are you saying it? Why are you saying it? She could have put that to rest last night. Shut all that down last night. And she still keep it lingering and still keep it going. So I don't understand why you Shields keep talking about her being black when she's not even acknowledging being black. But her policies are the extension of Joe Biden, because that's who she came up underneath. She believes in open borders. I don't see how Trump, when she talked about, oh, we had a bill, but his friends, he called them to kill the bill. Well, the bill said that 5,000 people could be led over here in a day. And then they have to shut off the border. No, nobody should be led over here. None. And what he said toward the end, which we have to cover that on another day, all the stuff she talking about, what she gonna do, he said, why don't you go over there and wake up Joe Biden? He said, we know he go to bed at 4 o'clock in the evening. Wake him up and get these things done now. You're in office now. Like, you do realize she's in the White House. When she leave that debate, she can go back to the White House and get all this stuff done. All the things she says she's going to do, she can do it right now. Right now. She tries to talk like she's not in the White House. Well, day one, I'm going to do this. You already in there. Do it right now. If you do it right now, then you can actually put it on your website. Hey, I'm vice president, and we did this, and third. And then what was the thing today that Biden put on a Trump hat? I just saw that thing. What was that about? And people trying to say it was fake, and then they actually showed the actual video. No, he actually put on the Trump hat today. That's interesting. He didn't put on the Harris hat. He put on the Trump hat. Interesting. But thank you, Mama Dale. Appreciate you. But black people, black Americans was not the focus of any of it. Not at all. Not at all. The only time that black came up is to use for identity, and that moderator, I don't know why the moderator even brought that up. Nobody cares at this point. Like, I've truly accepted that's not a black woman. That's an East Indian woman, and that's fine. Because if you don't say you black, then I'm not, no. You Indian, and that's fine. Be that. But why bring that up? She won't even talk about it. So why bring it up? I think that was a waste of time talking about that. They could have been talking about grocery prices. They could have been talking about inflation. They could have been talking about gas prices. They could have been talking about these high insurance prices, car insurance, medical insurance. Why it keep going up? It's a lot of things they could have talked about. They didn't really get down the plans or fully break it down. How you going to do this? How you going to do that? They didn't get down to none of that. So really, if you was already supporting Vice President Kamala Harris, you're going to continue to support her. If you were supporting Trump already, you're going to continue to support him. There's nothing none of them said that was so profound, in my opinion, to be like, ooh, yeah, that sort of thing, right? Now, of course, the low vibrational people, like Plies and all them. Ooh, yeah. Ooh, Kamala. Ooh, boy, she got him told. Ooh, she did. Only somebody who got a low vibrational energy will get impressed by that. That's why she was doing, you better thank a union member. That's why she was doing that. For those people like Plies. The people that think like them, they get impressed with that. You're not saying nothing. And you notice she didn't bring her thank a union member voice either when she went on that debate stage. Won't you see, Trump should have jumped on that. I would have. I'm like, oh, where's your accent at? You didn't bring it tonight? That was a dig he could have took at her about the accent deal. Like, man, Trump. You say 36 eggs or $11. Man, look, I am tired, y'all. I am tired. I am tired of going to the store. I went to the store Sunday and I bought, I think, 4 things of strawberries, 2 bunches of bananas. Okay. I bought, I think, 4 avocados. What else did I buy? I bought 18-count eggs. I think I bought 1 little carton of egg whites. I'm trying to think, what else did I buy? Was that it? Was that all I bought? And I think some pumpkin spice, almond milk cream for my coffee. And I ended up paying $80 for that. I said, $80 freaking dollars? Like, bro, like, when you getting fruits, it shouldn't be costing you that, eggs, or it shouldn't be costing you this much. Like, I'm tired of paying $80, $100 every time I go to the doggone store, man. I don't see how y'all not tired of it. Like, how are y'all not tired of that? You say on this site you haven't got 20. Let me go back, because I'm not even looking at that right now. Let me go back. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not in control of what y'all vote for. And that's like, 1,973 votes? It only said, so basically y'all saying Trump won. Even though Trump missed a whole lot, he missed a whole, oh my God. If Trump would have debated her like I would have debated her, the Democrats would have been scrambling. They'd have been scrambling. Because Kamala, that little smirk she was having, like she was just so confident. And plus she had backup. So she was a little confident, but Trump could have handled it better than that though. But I say Trump debate her again, but do it on Fox News. Because she won't come out there so smirk if she do it on Fox News, I promise you. You get to see the real Kamala because she's not used to being pressed like that. But I don't think she would take a debate on Fox News. I don't think she would. You say you fell asleep? You know what? Toward the end, I had took some melatonin too, so I can't, But yeah, certain parts I had to rewind because I kind of dozed off too. But me and my wife, we was tired. Like I said, oh man, we were so tired. So but we were watching it until we fell asleep. Yeah, next debate got to be on Fox. Yeah, next debate definitely got to be on Fox. Yes, that's for sure. And you Democrat shields, let me tell you something. 'Cause I know you're watching. If she's so cold like y'all say she is, then she could easily do it on Fox News. Easy. Listen, if she did this to Trump, okay, cool. Go to Fox News. It should be easy to do the exact same thing, right? Go to Fox News. Do it over there. I want to see it. Because most debates, they'll do like a platform like CNN, a platform like C-SPAN, a platform like Fox, like they do town halls or something like that. Like do something over there just to see if you get if she can really handle adversity. I mean, you think with Putin, like, and the reason why Putin was saying, from my opinion, why he would want her to win because he can run over her. Like he's not afraid of her. And during the debate, he was like, yeah, when Trump was in office, Putin didn't try it. But the moment Biden got in, he sat up there and just invaded Ukraine. Oh, well, he gets cozy up to dictators and this and that and the third. I'm like, well, like my wife was saying, well, it's not that he getting cozy. It's that he's trying to keep us off a freaking war. I say, dude, I don't want us to go to war. I say, neither do I. Because these people will draft our children, okay, to go to a war. So why wouldn't we want Trump to be cool and keeping the peace with dudes with nuclear weapons? I mean, North Korea got nuclear weapons. Russia has nuclear weapons. China has nuclear weapons, okay? You don't want a World War III because that's what it's going to be. And nobody wins a nuclear war. Nobody. So why would you want to get into it with people that got nuclear weapons? That's stupid. I know Putin is trolling. We all know he's trolling. Well, we all know that. But you want to get along with those people. Why fight? Even the scriptures teach you it's to always be better to be at peace. Be at peace with people. And being at peace doesn't mean you lord master over them. You can't lord master over sovereign nations, do what we tell you do or whatever. Come on now. And nobody's going to respect her. The Saudis are not going to respect her. None of the Arab leaders are going to respect her. Putin is not going to respect her. Kim Jong-un is not going to respect her. Xi Jinping in China is not going to respect her. None of those dudes are going to respect her. They don't even respect Biden. So for sure, they're not going to respect her. Some of y'all are so caught up on this freedom that's an illusion that you're not even thinking about what could happen to this country from outside forces. And then them same ones talking about freedom and my body, my this, when you get attacked in this country like you've never been before, then you're going to be crying. If we got in a situation, World War III, do you really think that I would not trust Vice President Kamala Harris to lead us into no war? No, not at all. Not at all. She going to react on emotion like we know she would and probably institute a draft and everything. Man, listen, if she had no problem doing the mandates, if she already talks about censorship, saying that basically people like myself and many others, we have too much access to millions of people and we should be regulated. Okay? This woman believes in that. She believes in authoritarianism. But we know the Democrats believe in that. Now, Trump did home in on her being selected and not elected by the people, but I would have ran down on that a little longer about how you're nothing but you're a pick. You're a pick from the donor class. You're a pick from the 1%. I'd have rolled that about her because the people didn't pick her. But he did say in 2020, nobody voted for you, but now look, you're here, So yeah, he did home in on that. Yeah, when they say freedom, right? Freedom, freedom, freedom. What does freedom mean? They never tell you what freedom means, but like I say, this freedom they're talking about is just hope and change 2.0. Freedom. Like, I don't know what that means. It's not no freedom. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us on the stream tonight. We greatly appreciate it. Make sure you click the subscribe button. Make sure you click the like button. It's very important. Tell your friends and family definitely about our platform, and subscribe and check out all our great journalists that are here. So thank y'all for listening. We'll see you tomorrow at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time.